you left America to join ISIS, should you be allowed back in? One woman is suing to say yes.
I hope you have a good lawyer.
I'm Anders Hagstrom, and these are the facts. Hoda Muthana was born and raised in Alabama, but unlike most children there, she grew up to join ISIS. And now she's with her 18-month-old son in a Syrian refugee camp, saying she fled the terrorist organization as it collapsed after spending 4 years with them. But let's start at the beginning of her story. She says she grew up in a Muslim family in America and that she yearned for a, quote, Americanized life.
Good morning!
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And yet, she turned to ISIS. Maybe she didn't know what ISIS stood for? Probably not. She joined ISIS in November 2014. That was after 6 major attacks on 5 countries, including Australia, Canada, and the US. And what did she say while she was in ISIS? Well, she was pretty active on Twitter. On one Memorial Day weekend, she tweeted that Americans need to, quote, wake up and go on drive-by shootings to spill the blood of veterans and patriots. And what punishment does she think she should face for joining ISIS?
Maybe therapy lessons.
Maybe therapy lessons.
Feel better?
Yeah, I do.
She now hopes that Americans don't think she's a threat. But even the term ISIS bride is an attempt to distance her from responsibility. The reality is, you don't accidentally travel from Alabama to Syria and marry 3 different ISIS husbands. Clearly, she should be held accountable for joining and aiding a terrorist organization. But the Trump administration says she's not even a US citizen because she's the daughter of a foreign diplomat. Now, she's suing. If she wins, then hooray, she's a citizen. And I think the Justice Department will have a thing or two to say about her being a terrorist. And now let's go to some of your comments from last week's video about AOC's Green New Deal and the potential end of the world. Deanna Bivens says, when I listen to her, AOC, I understand why people shouldn't reproduce. Ever. She frequently talks about, well, it's even a good thing for humans to reproduce because of climate change. It's actually a moral conundrum for them about whether or not it's a good thing to have children, because apparently children affect the environment really badly and humans are just generally bad, and so we shouldn't have children, which is a really, really sad way of looking at the world. Maybe she would agree with you. Maybe she would agree. Just don't reproduce. Gary R. Pickering and Al Gore said the ice caps would melt 5 years ago. Al Gore said a lot of things 5 years ago, and they all proved wrong. And he said a lot of things 5 years before that, which also proved wrong. You know, he's made 2 movies. Both of them were totally wrong. He invented the internet. Like, what can we can't criticize the man who invented the internet. Man, bear, pig. Just remember man, bear, pig. He was right about man, bear, pig. Philip Newman says, if AOC says it, it must be true. See, yeah, unquestionably. AOC has never said anything that got fact-checked by anyone. Ever. It's never happened. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and share this video if you liked it and you want to share it. And also be sure to like our page here at the DCNF Presents the Facts and our friends over at American Voices and the Daily Caller. And if you're watching on Facebook, you can like my page in the description. Thanks for watching.